Hi guys, my name is Coach Eric. I'm here at SNÖ, and I'm here to show you 3 common mistakes that we see in beginners. First is going to be good posture. Most of the time when everyone gets on something new, you're very nervous. When you're nervous, we shrink and we get small. And when you're small, your back starts to bend and your butt starts to drop. That's not going to help you get down the mountain. That's just going to make everything more scary. Now, what you want, pick up your chest. Keep your back straight and your spine in a straight line. Your chest and your hips are going to be aligned on top of each other. Your body, you can have your chest a little bit on your knees and your knees on top of your toes. That's going to allow you to stay in the fronts of your boots. We'll get to that later in the second common mistake. But just by keeping your back straight, I can do a wedge as a beginner, and it's going to allow you to ski parallel as an advanced rider. Both of them are going to require good posture. Anytime you start dropping your chest, your hips are equally going back, and that's just gonna put you in the back of your skis. That's gonna bring me to the second common mistake. A lot of times when you don't have good posture, people are sitting back. When you're sitting back, you'll see that the tip of your skis aren't even touching the ground. That's not gonna be very efficient. So right now, you're only skiing on that half of the skis in the back. What you want to do is make sure that you're bending your knees and getting low in the front of your boots. Once you can bend your knees and make contact with the front of your boots, now your skis are ready to utilize the entire ski from tip to tail. That's leading us to the third most common mistake we see in beginners. A lot of that is going to be overturning and stopping too much. Now that's not a bad thing when you're first trying to ride and you need to stop to make sure you're not out of control. However, the more you rotate, the harder it's going to be to switch directions. So in here, we have our reflection from this mirror that we have right in front of us. Now, from that reflection, I can see my chest and my shoulders opened up flat against that mirror. From here, I'm going to transfer my weight from foot to foot, but I don't want my shoulders to be turning perpendicular to the slope. Once you're here and you're more perpendicular to the slope, now you're stopping. Again, as a beginner, you might need to stop. You might need that. However, if you're trying to get to more blue-black technique, you need to start being able to keep your center facing forward. Your belly button should be aligned with your fall line. Your belly button is going to allow you to keep your center pointing in the direction you want to go, while your feet allow your hips and the rest of your body to go around your fall line as you start to make your way down the mountain. What that allows you to do, maintain speed, maintain good posture to be able to get to the bottom of the mountain with efficiency rather than wearing yourself down on both sides. Now, I'm going to give you a couple examples of all those common mistakes in action. Now, when I'm too low and scared, I don't feel good. I feel like I'm going to fall. I kind of feel very unbalanced, and I have to keep both feet heavy to be able to stay in this position. But once I pick up my chest, I have good posture, and I'm bending my knees, not any other part of my body. Now I am balanced enough that I can lift one foot completely off the ground. That foot that's getting off the ground is gonna eventually stay in your parallel stance. Now, as I'm doing that, going back to keeping your weight in the front of your boots, that's gonna give you efficiency rolling from edge to edge and allowing you to maintain a carve. Carving is how we're gonna be able to build speed and be able to go down steeper mountains with the same amount of control. Then, going into our third most common mistake, we'll start with a wedge. If I turn my skis too much, now I'm gonna lift up a lot. I can't turn the other direction until my skis are straight again. Then if I over-rotate the other way, now I still can't turn until I straighten out. If I can keep my body facing the reflection, squared up with my fall line, now as soon as I put my weight on one foot, I'm getting an instant turn. It's gonna be much more responsive if my body is facing the fall line. And to define the fall line, that's gonna be where your momentum is going. Right now, the carpet can be a little different because the carpet can only go straight up and straight down. So I gotta align myself with the carpet in order to get that fall line right. But on the mountain, you can be traversing and then you can still go through the fall line. So that's being in the front of your boots, as well as over rotating And then finally, maintaining good posture. So if you have good posture, keep yourself in the front of your boots, follow the fall line and not over rotating your skis. You're gonna have an efficient, fun day on the mountain and your legs are gonna last the whole time. Catch you at Snowbond, we'll practice.